Hello, y'all. It is, fuck, what today's date? It's the 17th, right? Fuck, it's October, I can see. Okay. It's October 17th, 2023. Just when I was about to put the episode out that I've been working on, something happened because I told you this is a developing story, so I had to change the entire thing yet again because I have the stalker and now I have another situation that is happening. What the fuck is wrong with my face? Is that light? Fuck. Okay. So, since this actually happened, it happened a few minutes ago. Literally, I am just. This is still developing, so please do not tag anybody that we talk. Do not tag anybody. Please just watch or don't. If you're triggered by stalking or bullying or harassment of any kind, do not watch this. Stop now because this is happening as we speak. I didn't go live because I don't know. I don't. Mío carajo, coño. Hello everyone, Jonathan here. I was gonna put out the second episode of Where is Jonathan Sedano, but as you know, this is an ongoing situation. So I have to I have to come out with the truth so that you guys know what's going on, so it makes sense. I was gonna do it, like a whole mystery, what is it, and then reveal at the end, but apparently I can't do that. So here it is. For the last 3 years, I have been stalked. I am a survivor of stalking. I have been stalked twice before. This is the third time. So, everything that I've been telling you, it will make sense, obviously, but I wanted to make it a mystery. The writer in me, the actor in me, wanted to keep it cool and calm and collected, whatever. But due to the fact that this dude is back, I have to tell you, just in case something happens to me, I disappear. Something. If I chuckle or cry or make an inappropriate joke, you know that I'm dealing with this. So it's totally pure, CPTSD, because this has been going. This dude has been stalking me for the last 13 years, off and on. So, yeah. So he's back. So this is why I'm asking you to please do not tag Madonna. Do not tag Jennifer Lopez. The reason why I bring them up is because Madonna has been part of my life, and her music somehow has carried me through these last horrible 13 years. And I happen to know somebody who stalked Jennifer Lopez. And because, as actors, if anybody is an actor out there, we know we're sometimes forced to work with people that we don't necessarily like or get along, like this person who stalked Jennifer Lopez. I'll tell you more about that later. So that's the thing. And when you tag Madonna and she is a survivor like me of stalking, she's not gonna think, oh, this is somebody who's, has my best interest in mind. How PTSD works, especially with stalking, is that the minute something happens, you're right back to that motherfucker, coming at you or whatever. And no matter how much, at least I'm talking for myself, no matter how much therapy you get, no matter how much, no matter how, I'm not gonna say his name because I refuse to validate that son of a bitch with any mention of his name or who he is or whatever. So, see, this is all PTSD, like pure, raw CPTSD. Like, it's just, unless you're a survivor of stalking, and I hope, if you are, thank your lucky stars, because it is the fucking worst feeling in the world. Because what being stalked does is takes away your sense of safety. Like you don't feel safe anywhere. Look, I mean, I'm living in this room. I had to move. So if you see that first episode and you see like the room that I'm in, that's a different. I had to move because this motherfucker find out where I was. He finds out. I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he does. He finds me, and then proceeds to like, you know, try to destroy my life. He's succeeded a few times. I mean, it's he drove the last. Oh, I can't even talk because this is just happening now. The last couple of times, he's pretty much destroyed a lot of what I've worked so hard to accomplish over and over and over again. But I'm still here. This bitch is not going anywhere that easily. And unfortunately, the way the system is set up with the cops and everything, unless, you know, he's on top of you, stabbing you, and then you call, you know, hello, 911. Oh, somebody's fucking stabbing me. Can you come over? And, you know, more than likely, if somebody's stabbing you, the chances of you surviving for you in order to call the cops are very, very slim. So that's why I have to do everything on my own, because unless and this is what stalkers do, because they know what they're doing. They know, you know, I don't know if there's like a course out there or a manual, a pamphlet, whatever the fuck it is. They know that unless there's like an action or attack or something physical happening, the cops can do anything. Like you can't pick up the phone and say, hey, this motherfucker you know, stalking me, can you do something? They know that you can't do that. And if you do, there's nothing the cops can do. They probably can pass by or something, but, you know, unless he's strangling you or, you know, stabbing or something, you know, banging your head against the wall, whatever the fuck they want to do to you. So that's why, guys, I keep seeing with the first episode that people keep trying to tag Madonna, and I'm sick and tired of deleting those tags. Do not tag Madonna. Do not tag Madonna, because you know what that's going to do? She's about to go on world tour. I don't know, depending on when this comes out. It's now October 10th, 1:29 p.m., Tuesday. That woman is about to go on tour. The last thing she needs to in her life is to go get a dose of PTSD of some fucker years ago that tried to like do whatever. Like, I don't want that for her, because I believe if you care about somebody or love somebody or admire somebody, the last thing you want to do to them is take away their sense of safety. And that, because that is the worst fucking feeling in the world. So now that I've come out with the truth, you can say, you can see why I did that whole thing about, you know, walking the streets of New York, pretending I was crazy. All of that is because of what was happening. Because this project, I wanted to keep it a surprise, but another thing that a fucking stalker does is just, they change your world and not in good ways. You know, like you can have the entire fleet of NYPD on you, you know, protecting you. You can be on the 2000th floor and you have purchased every room in the entire building. The human mind is so powerful that you think, you know, no matter what, even though it's physically and humanly impossible for that person to get anywhere near you, your mind is always going to be like, oh, this motherfucker is going to find a way, and he's going to be here, you know, in front of my bed, and he's going to get me. That's how the human mind works. And when you are being stalked, your mind is just in 5 million different fucking places. So this woman, Madonna, is like about to embark in a new world tour. She's about to change the world yet again, because that's what artists do, and because, you know, other people cannot do it for themselves. She's about to change the world. She's got children, she's got, you know. So when you tag her on anything, she can differentiate, you know. Because behind every celebrity there's a human being. So human beings always go with whatever happened to us in the past as a reference. So she's gonna see this, you know, some creep in a darkened room with images of her, see, trigger, about to commit suicide. What is she gonna think? Oh, she's not gonna think, oh, this is something, you know, to do with stalking and, you know, the consequences of being stalked or anything like that. No, she's gonna think, oh, you know, another stalker. Oh my God, I need to protect my children. I need to protect everything, and she's got every fucking right to do so. So And I don't want to be honest with you, I am terrified of ever meeting her because, I don't know. Like, what if she doesn't like me, or what if I don't like her? Whatever. But don't tag Madonna on anything, please, or Bob the drag queen. Anybody who's like remotely linked to her, because these people are busy. And just because you have free time on your hands doesn't mean that that person has free time on their hands to like listen to your bullshit. So I don't assume that she's got time to like, I'm not that I'm not that, arrogant that I can, oh, she's gonna love me the minute she sees. No, people. And while I'm in the subject, for you stalkers out there, take a moment. And I'm taking Jennifer Lopez as an example because I happen to know somebody who stalked that poor woman. So, and I told him many times, but and he just didn't. He was so like into himself that, you know, because that's another thing. It's not about the artist. It's not that you love this person that you're stalking. No, if it's a celebrity, all you want to do is get another yet another picture of yourself to you can show your fucking friends, and then like oh, I was next to Jennifer Lopez. Oh, I was next to Madonna. You don't love these people, because if you love somebody, you would not be taking away their sense of safety. I don't give a shit how many records you bought, how many movies you've fucking seen, how many times you've seen, Shanghai Surprise, or like whatever the fuck. I don't care. Or, The Wedding Planner, whatever that is, J-Lo. I mean, I like her. I really like her. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to impose myself on her in her world. Because take a moment and think, people. Take a look. And this is coming from somebody who's survived stalking several times. Think for a second. You're at your job, whatever you feel. You're an accountant, you are a teacher, you are a bus driver, whatever you happen to be doing, whatever is your profession. And you had a fight with your boyfriend, you have menstrual cramps, or you have diarrhea, whatever the fuck, because you were human, and that happens. Every day we're all given the same 24 hours, just like Madonna, just like J-Lo, just like everybody. And we have to do whatever we can to live one more day, to stay on this earth one more day, whatever we have to do, and protect our children if you have them, or your family, your brother, your sister, whatever, your mother, whatever. You have to do it. So you have all of that. You had a fight with your boyfriend. You have bags under your eyes, and you gather everything in your. See, I'm triggered again. Everything in your power to get to work, because you have bills to pay, and you have children to support, and you have whatever you have to do. You have a life. And then comes this motherfucker. You're like in your job, and it comes this motherfucker going, J-Lo, I love you, Madonna. Look at me, I bought your records. You probably think that you're doing them a favor, or they're gonna love you instantly. What they're thinking, or what us survivors of stalking are thinking, is like, who is this strange, deranged fucking person that is coming at me that I don't know? So think about that for a second before you attack that celebrity. Like I hear, like, oh, J-Lo's a bitch. Oh, you know what? What were you doing 30 seconds before she bitched you out? Oh, Madonna is a cunt. It's like, well, you know what? What were you doing 33.33 seconds before Madonna cunt you out? Like, were you screaming? Were you trying to like rip her hair, or her purse, or were you trying to like touch her children without like, you don't know, because you're a fucking stranger, people. And I mean, I don't care if you're the number one fan, which I hate that word, fan. I can't. I'm not a fan of Madonna's. I admire her work. I admire what she's done for the world. And I am perfectly fine never meeting her in person. I've been in the same room with her with like locked eyes, but that's enough. That's enough, because if it's not meant for me to like be friends or know her on a personal level, it's fine, because she's an artist, and whatever she chooses to give me or the world is fine. I don't need to kick it up a notch. I don't need to like know what kind of perfume she wears, and I don't know. I don't care about that. I care about what she chooses to give, her art, her, if I'm meant to meet her as a human being, Yes, I've been in the same room with her and I've never met her. Why? Because it's not meant to be. I am not going to forcefully impose myself in her world because I happen to care about, and I'm a survivor of stalking and I know she is, so I know that you are protected, you are, guarded because it fucks you up. Like mentally, I don't know about her, but I'm talking about me. It's fucked me up on so many levels that my life has never been the same ever since. Every time I get stalked, it changes me, like never in good ways, because there's an extra barrier of fucking protection that I have to put on myself. And unfortunately, I don't have the J-Lo money or the Madonna money to hire, bodyguards, because otherwise it will be like, Uzis and like samurai swords and all of that shit. But, unfortunately, I have to do a DIY, security. But again, it's just don't tag these people, please, because they are survivors of stalking. I am a survivor of stalking. If I'm sure whoever's tagging them, has not gone through stalking, because you will think before you do any of this shit. And I was stalked at a very young age. The first time, I was about 13, and this dude wanted to, in Dominican Republic, he wanted to sleep with me, and I didn't want to, and he just stalked me for many, 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 many months, and to like I thought about committing suicide. Got to now, again, and he's doing it because that's what stalking does. It makes you want to just leave this world because you just don't feel safe. And again, if you care about somebody, you do not take away their sense of safety. You do not make them feel uncomfortable. You do not make them feel, in any way, because only somebody who's been stalked knows what I'm talking about. It's just that I don't feel safe, that anxiety, that I mean, there should be a new fucking word for what you feel when you're being stalked, because words can't even begin to explain what goes through your mind and what you do, what you feel as a human. It's I don't wish that on my worst enemy. So that's why I am begging you, because if any of these people, um, you know, for me, for my, because of me, feel any, minuscule, microscopic feeling of what you feel when you're being stalked, I will never forgive myself, because I do not want that feeling on anyone. Please, guys, do not tag Madonna. Do not tag Madonna, okay? Hopefully, because this project is not okay. I keep getting all these questions like, are you doing it to get Madonna's attention? No, no. Madonna happens to be a very integral part of my life because I've been an admirer of hers for years. Okay? That's it. And, you can tell the story of me without her. That's what it is. And if I get any kind of like inkling from her people or that is making her uncomfortable, she will be edited out immediately, because I do not want to. Hello? There's somebody at my door. Oh my God. Fuck. Hello? This is what it does. It fucks with your mind. Now I'm thinking, I heard a noise. Now I'm thinking that motherfucker's right up that door. You see what I'm telling you, guys? You see what I'm telling you? Please. This is serious. Stalking is not a kid, to kid around. I tried as an actor, as an artist, to put it like a, entertaining spin, but that has just completely blown up in my face because this motherfucker found out where I am, and yeah, so he's back. So that's why now, hopefully, it makes sense. The whole walk in the streets of New York. I was trying to make a point about stalking and what it does to you mentally and physically. And look at me. I mean, I used to say that I was J-Lo 50 because, she looks amazing. But now it's all gone. Now I look 75. So this is what it does. It takes a toll on you emotionally, morally, physically, and even financially, because you have to, like, this motherfucker has drained my bank account. My credit is shot. It's I will be releasing like what he has done to me, and you will see. But it also ties in with my neighbors upstairs and my landlord. I mean, I got triple fucked this year. I mean, I cannot wait for 2023 to be over, because hopefully 2024 will be better, because I just, wow. Oh, so this is why I do not want to tag. I don't want you to tag these people, please. Oh my God, I do look terrible. It is. So now, since I told you, and that person, lovely, person that he is, has ruined my fucking web series, because they ruin everything. They do. Stalkers do ruin everything. And by the way, I just want to see, because he's out there. I know he's watching. And for him, you know who you are. And whoever who is thinking currently or was at some point a stalker, this is for you. And I don't like saying this because it's mean or whatever, but fuck it. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why don't you take that energy that you have and infiltrate people's lives, and work after celebrities? And oh, there's my cat. Hello, this is Domino. Oh, he doesn't mind. There he is. They've been my saviors. So why don't you take that energy? Oh, my baby. Why don't you take that energy that you are investing in stalking all these people and do something with it? Hang on, Domino. Step your pussy up, your art, or whatever it is. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. He really wants to get into the computer. Be the best version you can be, and maybe one day you can present yourself in front of J-Lo, in front of Madonna, and say, hi, I am Jonathan. Your work has inspired me on so many levels that, because of you, I'm here. And watch if that person does not respect you. At least they may not like you, because, we're human and we're not going to like everybody. And nobody, you're not going to like everybody. But they respect you. And they won't think of you as a creep. Because let me tell you, I happen to have grown up around celebrities. I mean, Dominican celebrities. But they were celebrities. And in my world, they were as big as they got. So I've played with their children. They've been in my living room. So that's why I am not like, celebrity obsessed. Because I know that they're human. I know that they cry. I know that they go through shit. And you know what? It might be different shit. The shit might smell differently, but it's still shit. Okay? So they go through problems. It may not be the same exact problems that we have, but they're problems. They have children. They have arguments with their children. They have, arguments with their boyfriend, with their stuff, whatever. So they're human. So let me tell you, for all those you us stalkers out there, I don't know, the ones that I met, the ones that I, some are big, some are small, or whatever, however you measure that shit. One thing that they have in common, I don't know about Madonna or J-Lo, but because let me add something. You think you are ingratiating, is that the word? I don't know. Coming to good graces with the celebrity that you admire allegedly so much. And what you're doing is you're disrupting their work. You're disrupting their lives, because nobody likes to be on the job 24/7. And celebrities get very, very, very little time to themselves sometimes. They don't. They're photo shoot or whatever. And if they happen to have some project out, even less time. So they appreciate the times that they have with their families, with their friends, with their loved ones, because they don't have time. So in come Mr. I bought of your records, or Miss, I've seen all your movies, and then it's like, who the fuck are you, and why do you think you're gonna, come into my life? So, but let me tell you, at least the ones that I've spoken to, many of them have the same, and they won't tell you because we live in the land of lawsuits, and they cannot be liable to tell you off. But I died, kind of. I'm dead. Go back and see. I announced my death on Facebook because of this shit, because of this talking. But this is one thing that a lot of them are thinking. Not a lot of them, not all of them, because I don't know all of them, but the ones that I know, you know what they're thinking? And brace yourself. I wish they got a fucking life. So if you're thinking about approaching a celebrity with any kind of malignant or fucked up energy or something, stop and think about for 3.33 seconds before you approach that celebrity, and think about these words. I wish they got a fucking life. A lot of them are thinking it. So, why don't you, if you're thinking about stalking somebody or a celebrity, stop for 3.33 seconds before you yell out that name, before you approach that person, and think what kind of a day that person is having right now? And how well are they going to receive my enthusiasm? Because enthusiasm in the right venue, in a concert, in a premiere or whatever, is welcomed, but not when somebody's trying to get the paper, or trying to get their kids to school, or living their own fucking life, their 24 hours that we're all given. Because we know about yesterday because it happened. We know about today because we're living it, but we don't know about tomorrow. Nobody knows if we're going to be here tomorrow. We can make plans. You can assume, you can do whatever, plan, but we don't know for sure that we're going to be here tomorrow. So you have to make the best of it. And that's what these people are doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm living my 24 hours, and in comes, this motherfucker, like, wah! And it's like, bitch. So it's like, whenever before you say, this one's a cunt, and this one's a bitch, and this one's an asshole or a jerk, although there are some celebrities that are like the real assholes out there, for real, because I met some of them. Do not come, if it's meant to be, if you are meant to be friends with Madonna, you will be, because the universe is going to put you there. If you're meant to be friends with Jennifer Lopez, chill, because it'll happen. If it's gonna happen, it happens. Just work on your shit, work on yourself, and maybe so that way when the moment comes, you're ready and you have something to bring to the table, not take it out, because that shit takes away the energy of people, and most importantly, it takes away their sense of safety. And everybody in this world, as a human being, deserves to feel safe wherever they fucking are. And if you take that away from anybody, being J-Lo, being Madonna, being the lady that cleans, the offices when nobody, anybody, if you take away that sense of safety from somebody, you are a horrible person, and you deserve to not be here, as far as I'm concerned. They can tell you off because they are not liable. They don't want to be liable, and they don't want a lawsuit. So that's why they're like, thank you, I appreciate it. But you know what? In their mind, they're thinking, I wish they got a fucking life. I can't speak for Madonna. I can't speak for J-Lo. But I know that a lot of them, that's what they're thinking. So think about it before you come bursting into somebody's life like that, because nobody's expecting you. You may know them because, their poster has been on your wall for an eternity, and you think that you know these people personally, but to them, you are a stranger. You are a stranger, and behind every celebrity, there's a human being. It might shock you, but it's what it is. They're human, and they are scared, and they are, afraid, and they are human. Coño, think about it. Gente, por favor. Oye, what the fuck? So anyway, stop tagging Madonna or Bob the Drag Queen or whoever the fuck you think needs to see this. Do not tag Madonna. Okay? Do not tag Jennifer Lopez. No. And let me tell you this Jennifer Lopez story. This motherfucker that I know, stalked her. I don't know if he's still doing it. I don't know, because I haven't seen him, thank God, in a long time. Because every time he used to, if you're an actor, you know that sometimes you are put in, in a position where, okay. I am just it fucks with you. I have to move. I just moved. I literally just came in here. I will be sharing the videos with you in the second episode, but now that you know what's behind everything, please. God damn it. I hate this motherfucker. I hate him. I hate him so much. I don't hate many things. I'm not a hater. I don't hate many things, but I hate what he's done to me. I hate what he's done. And that's why, people, unless you've been unless you're a survivor of stalking, you would not understand what I'm going through, because it just fucks with your mind. Because anytime, depending on how recently it happened, it's like you're transported back. And I don't care, because I've had a lot of therapy about it, and anytime something happens, I'm transported right back to, whichever, because since I've had several, my mind just picks, I don't know how it picks them, I guess a random, I don't know, it's kind of like a slot machine, sometimes a little bit of three. It's crazy, and it drives you crazy. So that's why now maybe this, some good will come out of this, but it's bad because he's back, and he's been off and on in my life for 13 years, unfortunately. And he's devastated like a lot of fucking things. And he's messed up like my acting career, everything. I mean, you will see it. And I'm having that event on December 20th, which is my birthday. So I still don't have a venue because, with everything that's happening, with, the apartment in Newburgh, New York, and my mother, being in the last stages, whatever. It's not important. It's not relevant. So what's relevant is, do not tag any of these people, for whatever. If you feel compelled to like tag Madonna or tag Jennifer, I can't help, I can't stop you, because I can't, but please, if it's up to me, do not tag these people, or don't, I don't know if hashtags are okay. I don't know. I don't care. Please. It's so the whole series and the whole project and the whole everything, here it is. It's about surviving stalking. I was gonna keep it a mystery. I was gonna keep it like, what's happening, kind of like an X-Files kind of like thing. I discovered something in Newburgh and something, but yet another thing that a stalker's is ruined for me. So, with that in mind, oh, you know what you can do? Go back to the first episode and see if you can spot the places where he's there, if you want. I mean, I don't want to give him any kind of like, spotlight on my life, because he's taken it entirely too much already. This is the only way I know how to fight back, because, again, the cops can do anything or anything. Oh, the Jennifer Lopez story. This motherfucker used to like tell the stories of her, like him stalking her, like, like they were like chiste, like, gossip, or like, jokes or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, because we were acting and we were like, together, and then we can like had to work together. I'm thinking to myself, I am trying so hard not to like wring your neck right now, because you are triggering me, motherfucker. I mean, and I'm thinking, poor JLo, like, my God, she had to tell him, don't come around anymore. See, triggered. And because, hello, homeboy was like, so, don't do it. Do not do it. And he thought it was the funniest thing and the cutest thing. And I'm like, motherfucker, like I need to grab like this makeup, brush and go, like, because these are the thoughts that come to your head. You get to a very, 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 very dark place mentally when you're being stalked, because you just want to destroy this person that is, coming into your life. And usually, at least in my case, they come in at the least opportune time. So it's like they have this radar or this sixth sense or something that is like, oh, they're going through a shitty time in their life. Let me just go and make it even shittier by just, imposing myself in their lives and making them, kind of obligate them to like pay attention to me. No, because it doesn't matter how many records you've bought. It doesn't matter, they're thankful because you make them, make money or whatever, but that doesn't not give you the right to take away their sense of safety. You do not have the right to impose yourself in somebody's life just because you bought a record, just because you bought a movie ticket. That does not give you the right to go and bother these people like that. So get it through your fucking mind. And if you're a stalker and a celebrity has been mean to you, good for you. You deserve a lot more. And that is all they can give you, because otherwise they get sued. You'll have a reason to be in their lives forever, because records are forever and the internet is forever. So now you want some sort of validation, and you think that Madonna's going to give you validation by just looking at you, or Jennifer Lopez is going to, like, because she says hello is validation. I mean, you need to find other sources of validation, because they are not obligated to talk to you. They're not obligated to be your friend. They are not obligated to have you into their lives just because you like them. It doesn't work that way, bitch. It doesn't work that way. If it's going to happen, it'll happen. Like I said, I am perfectly fine admiring Madonna from a distance. You know, I've been many times in the same room, but if I'm not going to, she's not a friend of mine. I'm not a friend of hers. So, and we have a lot of people in common, like Bob the Drag Queen, for example. But I'm not gonna like impose myself into her life and like go, hey, love me, because doesn't work that way. Because she'll be like, who the fuck is this freak? And that's what happens. So don't tag Madonna. Do not tag Jennifer Lopez. Do not tag anybody on my work, because it's about stalking, and I don't want to trigger these people because they're survivors just like me. Okay? Got it? Now, warning. If after all I've said, and I've said a lot, you choose to tag these people in a malignant way, remember, I am an artist, I am a witch, and I am a hacker. I will get you. I will get you. If you tag Madonna or J-Lo or anybody in a malicious way, and I will know, because as a hacker, I set up my page just for that. I know who you are, and I will get you. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but I will. And you will get that phone call from me saying, I told you so. And if you get it, it will be too late. So, you've been warned. Do not, I know some of y'all already. I know how much money you have in your bank account. I know everything about you. So I'm just keeping it because I am not a, malignant person. So I'm not going to do anything. I promise. I give you my word. I'm not going to do anything with the information. I just have it there just in case you happen to be a fucking stalker. And then I will get you. I will go on a luxury vacation and a cruise with everything to like the farthest places I can find. See, trigger. And just on your dime, even if I return the money later, but just to make you uncomfortable and take your sense of safety away from me, so you know what it feels like, I will do it. Don't test me, because I will. So don't tag anybody in a malicious way, because there's a way of finding out. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and do it and see what happens. So you have been warned. No, do not tag Madonna. Do not tag Madonna. Do not tag Jennifer Lopez. Don't tag any of these people, because they're busy. They're busy, and their life is hard enough for them being a celebrity, because it's not easy. I mean, I would not be. I don't want to be a celebrity at all, because there are perks, but most of it is horrible. Because I've been around celebrities, and they have problems. They have debt. They have things. And then on top of that, let me tell you, I happen to know one particular celebrity, which I will not say the name because it's none of my business, but I can tell the story because I was given the okay. I can tell the story, but I can tell who it is. This person, known around the world that I know, didn't have one single penny in their bank account. And yet, whenever they went out, everybody knew who they were, but they were too shy or ashamed or whatever to say, I don't have money to eat. So think about it. So then, that celebrity is going through that, and in comes this person, so they're already, on age. So you come, and they will go Bjork on you. So, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, trigger. If you don't know what I'm talking about Bjork, just Google Bjork, Thailand airport, and you will see what I'm talking about. And that will happen to you, and I will go Bjork on you. I will go Patty Lupone on you. Who do you think you are? If you don't know what it is, look it up. But please, people, do not tag. So that's why I pretended to be on drugs and work, eating off the street or whatever. It was just a performance because I wanted people to see. I was going through it for real, but I wanted to film it, and so you can get a first first person account of what happens to you mentally when you are being stalked. And I wanted to make it a mystery, and I wanted to make it like, get people like excited or whatever. But you know what? Unfortunately, this stalker motherfucker has ruined it for me yet again. So I have to come out and tell you exactly what is going on. Okay? So I love you all, except for the stalkers. I don't care for you at all. Anyway, watch or don't, tag or don't. But if you do it maliciously, I will know and I will get you. Artist, witch, hacker. I am in this search. Oh, and on top of that, I died. So how can you get a dead guy? So I will get you. Yeah, if you stalk, I will fucking get you. Because you know what? Years of stalking has made me crazy. So I am not thinking right. So if you're a stalker, you better, and you see me walking down the street, cross the other way, because if I find out that you're a stalker, I will come for you, because I hate stalkers. And I don't hate a lot of things. Probably that's the only thing I hate, to be honest. Stalkers and stalking and being stalked, because it's the worst feeling in the world. And again, for the last time, if you care about someone on any level, you do not take away their sense of safety, because there is nothing worse in the world than not feeling safe where you are. At least for me. I don't know about anybody else, but that is the worst feeling in the world. When you're not, your children are not safe, or you're not safe, or your mother's not safe. That is a horrific fucking feeling. And if you take away that feeling from somebody, you put the horror in horrible, because you don't do that. There should be a new word for stalkers and what they make people feel, because horrible and fucked up and all that doesn't even begin to summarize what we go through as stalker survivors. Anyway, now I have to go take a nap because my head is pounding. I just moved into this yet again different room because this motherfucker found out where I was. So now I have to start all over again. This is why I did this project, and I wanted to keep it a mystery, but he ruined that for me. Maybe something better will come out of it. Who knows? So I'm not gonna cry because I don't want to give this motherfucker the satisfaction, but this is why I have to stop, because I'm feeling verklempt. So anyway, I gotta go.